you are all well and have enjoyed your week. So here's the last session for this 6-week block. Well done for everyone keeping up with it and keeping all those body parts moving. You're all doing really, really well. I know it's much harder to motivate yourself when you're at home, but stick with it because it's definitely what we all need to be doing a little bit of. Okay, super. So when you're ready, we're going to just bring those feet together and we'll open up through the toes and through the heels, and we're going to just let that weight drift forwards and backwards. So feel that centre of gravity moving, and you're going to stop into that central position. You're going to do the same side to side. So just feel that weight transfer. Just wake those senses up a little bit in terms of body and position, and again you're going to rest somewhere into the middle. I've got no socks on today, so I'm going to give my toes a little wiggle. So just think about just lifting up little toe and then rolling all of the others down and placing them. So again, you feel that gentle pressure of the toes onto the mat below you. We're going to let the knees gently loosen off, and then hands onto that pelvis into that tilting motion. So tucking the pelvis under and then out. So we'll just do a few of those. Good. And stopping into the middle, hands down, roll those shoulders. Good. And then just leave them sitting gently back and down. Draw that chin under, and we're going to imagine that nice lightness through the head. Imagine that helium balloon drawing you up nice and tall. Feel that chin just gently push back. Good. And we're going to hold that position, closing the eyes and just focusing on that nice belly breathing. So in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So as you do that, just try to imagine that breath filling the bases of those lungs. You may feel your belly just slightly swell outwards, and then everything just disappearing as you breathe out. And again. And out. This time, breath in. And we're going to then, as we breathe out, lift that pelvic floor, engage those tummy muscles, again across the front of the tummy there. Nice and gentle, keep holding, keep lifting, and then relax it all. And again, breath in. And as you breathe out, again, gentle tightening across the front there, but keep breathing as you hold. And again, relax everything. Last time, breath in. And as you breathe out, gently lift and engage those deep tummy muscles. Super. And again, letting everything switch off and opening up those eyes. Perfect. We're going to come straight into our corkscrew. So breathing in, we're going to lift those arms nice and tall. Breathing out, lower the hands. Breathing in, lift the shoulders. Breathing out, drop down. Breathing into the top and then out, down and round. Good. And again. Good. To the top and down. Breathing in and out. In and out. Into the top, down and round. Lovely. Last time. Good. Really open up. Feel those body parts moving. And down. Lovely. Straight into our ragdoll. So into that side stretch. Holding it there. And then we're going to just let everything flop forwards, and then from that middle back upwards, rolling up nice and tall to the top. Good. Same on the other side. Stretching down, hold that weight there. Good. Feel that nice opening up through the side. And again, rolling forwards and up again. I'm going to do one more each side. Down again. Holding there. Lovely. And again. Flopping forwards. Rolling up. Last one. Good. Hold that stretch. And again. Flopping forward. And rolling back up again. Good. We're going to take those arms up nice and tall again. If you can, look to the ceiling. If not, keep looking forward. And then just lifting those fingertips, stretching up, 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 up. And down. And again. Stretching up. And down. Lovely. One more each side. And down. Good. Last one. Super. And then lowering those hands. Perfect. We're going to just bend the elbows, keeping that little gap between the elbow and the side of the body. Just into our dumb waiter here. So breath in, and then as we breathe out, we just rotate the hands outwards. Breathe in to the middle. Good. Breathing out. And in. And out. And in. So just using this one just to get that rotation through the shoulders there, opening through the front of the chest. Lovely. At the end of that one, we're going to just stretch those fingertips out as we turn the hands over, draw them back into the side and back to the middle, out to the sides, stretch them away, in and to the middle. Good. Two more. Lovely. And in to the middle. Good. Last time. Good. And coming back down again. Perfect. Okay. If you've got a magic circle, we can use that for this next little bit. If not, we can use ball if you want to hold on to something, or you could just have your hands resting onto the hips. Okay. So we're going to take that little knee bend position. And again, remember here, you're all going to find a different position that those glutes fire in. So for some of you, you can keep that body upright. For some of you, may need to just tip forward just slightly in order to feel this bottom muscle kicking in. So we're going to bring the weight over to one side. So one side of you's got all the weight, the other side is purely balancing. All right, so we're going to squeeze onto that ring, keeping that squeeze on throughout if you can. We're going to just take that foot in and out to the side. Lovely. So we're going to just hold that position. Good. Squeezing on the ring and just tapping that toe in and out. Good. Lovely. So again, try to stay nice and still through the trunk and through that supporting leg. If anybody needs to stop at any point, then do, and then you can just reset and start again. Okay, this time I'm going to keep that toe out, and we're going to tap up and down. Keep squeezing on that ring for me. Good, keep squeezing as we go. Lovely. Well done, a few more taps. And then we're going to change that tap, we're going to make it bigger, so forwards and backwards. So you're going to just lightly tap that foot to the front and behind. Good, a little bit harder to keep still with this one. Keep squeezing on that ring, everything probably feeling pretty sore, like those muscles are working. Keep going, 3 and 2 and 1 and back up. Well done, good. shake out, and we'll do the same onto the other side. Okay, so when you're ready, little knee bend, squeezing onto that ring for me. Weight over to one side, foot out for balance just to begin with. Lovely, and then we're going to tap in and out. Good. Well done. Super. Keep going. Okay, we're going to take that foot, keep it there. We're going to just tap up and down. Keep squeezing. Keep breathing. Good. And then last one, forward and backwards. Well done. Keep focused. Lovely. 3 and 2 and 1 and up. Good, well done. Popping that ring over to the side for me. Give those legs a little stretch out for a moment. Excellent. Okay, so we'll finish with a little bit of balance. So again, just make sure we've got a little bit of space around you if you need it. And again, just do what you can. Remember, with the balance work, quality is better than quantity. So you're much better to be well balanced but keeping that other leg low to the ground than to have it up high and then be wobbling all over the place. Okay, when you're ready, breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to engage, picking up that leg, draw it higher if you can. Arms coming out to the side. Good. And from here, we're going to just bend at the elbow, so fingertips just drawing to the head. Good. If you've got some weights, you can feel free to add those into the hands or any of these extra bits. Good. Keep looking at that spot in front of you. Keep breathing. Keep nice and tall. Draw up through that standing leg. Good. Feel that glute continue to work. 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Good. And then we're going to just come on to do the same on to the other side. So when you're ready, breath in as we breathe out, drawing that leg up, arms coming out again. And then when you're ready, we're going to just touch to the head. Good. Keep breathing, keep focused. Keep controlled. Lovely. Doing well. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and last one. And well done. Good. Okay, so coming to the end of the mat, we're going to just go into those nice roll downs, release everything through the spine there. Okay, so when you're ready, get that nice starting posture, draw that chin nice and tall through the head there. Breath in, and as you breathe out, chin down, shoulders rolling forwards. Far as you can comfortably go. Just keep an eye on that foot position. Make sure you've got those little arches on the instep there. Let that head hang if you can. Breath in at the end. And then as you breathe out, rolling back up. nice and tall at the end. Super. Breath in again. And as you breathe out, chin down, rolling forwards. Super. You might find you can go a little bit further on that second one. You can let the weight drift onto the toes, just get that nice stretch as long as there's no pain. Up through the back of the thighs there, good. Back onto the heels, breath in, and then as you breathe out, we'll come up one more time. Lovely, last one. Breath in, and as you breathe out, peeling down. And then just let those knees bend, and we'll come onto the hands and knees. So again, get those knees nicely under the hips, hands under your shoulders there, soft at the elbows. Okay, and we're going to come into that thread the needle, so hand arching through, and then the opposite direction up to the top there. Good, and again. And up to the top. Lovely. Once more. And up. Perfect. Hand down. Same on the other side. Hand through. And up. Hand through. And up, and again, and up, well done, and again we'll just finish off as always into that nice shell stretch, opening through the tops of the shoulders there. Again, head resting down if you can, bottom up into the air if the knees are a problem with this one. Good. And what some of you may feel feels quite nice to try is the opposite, so you can just think about trying to see if you can reach behind you, and again get a stretch coming through the front of the chest. If that feels too difficult, even just placing those fingertips down on the hands, down on the mat I should say, and just trying to stretch back. Good. Lovely. And then from there, we'll just come back up again. Right, so coming down onto our mats, onto the back, head onto your cushion or your pillow. We'll get that nice resting position. So feet and knees hip width apart. Those pelvic tilts for me. Stopping into that mid position, shoulder blades gently tucked back and down, feel that openness across the collarbones, and again making sure that that neck is free of the cushion, that it's just the back of the head that's supported, and that you feel nice and comfortable. Great, okay, so starting off with our scissors, so breath in, as we breathe out we're going to just lift one foot up, breath in at the end, and as we breathe out we'll lower down. Breath in, as we breathe out, we're lifting up. Breath in at the end, and as we breathe out, we're going to lower down. Good. Breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift up. Breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to lower down. Keep those ribs nice and soft. Breath in. As we breathe out, breath in at the end. As we breathe. Good. Breath in, and then as we breathe out, breath in at the end, and then as we breathe out we lower. So just taking time just to get those nice first movements, thinking of the breathing, trying to engage those deep muscles every time you breathe out and you lift or you lower. And again, as you get more familiar with the movements, again, you can now be, probably most of you, being able to feel those muscles engage throughout the majority of the exercises. Good. Okay. So we're going to start adding in a little bit of our double tabletop work. So anybody who doesn't normally come up into that position, we can continue with that simple scissors motion, but you can have a little go at the other foot going onto tiptoes, or you could rest the other foot onto a ball and just work one leg at a time. Okay, everybody else, breath in as we breathe out, we draw one. Breath in as we breathe out, we draw the second, we lower the first, and then we lower the second. Good. So we're going to just stick with the same leading leg to start with. Lovely. So we're just lifting, lifting, lower, lower. Making sure that trunk stays nice and stable, that we don't arch away through the lower back there. Good. Well done. Okay, we're going to switch, so we'll come up with the other leg. Good. Okay, pause for a moment. So we're going to come up again, this time into a double tabletop, making it a little bit harder. So again, for those that aren't coming up into this position, stick with that simple up and down, but perhaps this time you want to add in the arms as well. So as you lift the arms, as you lift the leg up, you could bring the arms up, and then you could lower as you come back down. Okay, so that's a nice simple version. For everybody else, breath in as we breathe out, one leg up, breath in again as we breathe out, draw second leg up to join, okay. And here we're going to just tap down and back up, down and back up, down and up, good. So this time just keep only one leg moving at a time. So make sure it comes all the way back up before you move the other. We'll do a few more like this. And then at this point, either stop, take a break, or if you wish, we can now change it to that slightly faster mode. So this time as one comes up, the other one's going to come down. Okay, good. Hopefully feel those lower abdominals really working. Keep breathing. Last few. Good, resting there, one down and followed by the other. Well done. Knees to the chest, drawing them in, gentle stretch through that lower back. And arching away, nice lengthening out there. Good. Okay. Legs up again. If you've got a magic circle or a ball, you can take hold of that. Or a band, if you can add any of your arm work using any of the resistance methods you might have at home, but if you don't, then that's absolutely fine. You can just leave the arms down by the side, or you can bring them up into the air if you want that extra bit of challenge. Okay, we're going to add in some hip twists here. So breath in as we breathe out. We'll go straight up into our single tabletop. We're going to lift the arms above the head here. When we're ready, breath in. So we breathe out and in. So we're going to squeeze as we go out. Breathe in as we come back. Squeeze as we breathe out. In and release. Good. So again, those of you with the arms off the floor are going to find it's harder to take that leg to the side. So keep that check, lift the head up, look down at the waist, make sure you've got that imaginary spirit level across the front of those hip bones, and you want to try and see minimal movement there. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Lovely. And down. Same on the other side. Breath in as we breathe out, lifting up, and again. Breath in and out. And in. Breathing out and in. And in. Breathing out. And good. Lovely. Two more. 1 more. Good, and down. Just rest the elbows down, but keep the ring into the hand, okay? So again, we'll come up into our double tabletop. So if you don't normally do this, then we can just do a little repeat of the one that you've just done. And again, you could make it more challenging by coming up onto your toes onto the other foot, or popping that foot onto the ball. Okay, when you're ready, breath in as we breathe out. One leg comes up, breath in again. And let's draw that other leg up to join. Super. Again, keep those ribs nice and relaxed. Keep that, just that small hollow into the lower back there, okay? Don't let it arch away. Don't let it flatten down. Okay, when you're ready again, breath in as we breathe out. One leg, back in and we release. Breathing out and in. And in. Good. Lovely. Couple more. One more each side. Last one. Good. One foot down, followed by the other. Super. Ring to the side. And again, draw those knees in. And stretching away. Okay, so we're going to add in some hundreds here. So we're also going to use the ring in between the knees for that inner thigh work. But again, you could pop a ball or a cushion, just anything that you can resist against will be absolutely fine. Okay, so we're also going to add in some head and neck, some abdo prep. So again, as long as the neck can tolerate it and you have no problems, then you can come up into this position. But again, just stop when you need to. Okay, so just thinking about that abdominal preparation position, we're going to again think about that bottom of the rib cage there, drawing down towards those bony prominences on the front of the thigh. So that gap is getting shorter, and as you do, you basically, fingertips are heading towards your toes, you're drawing up, keeping that little gap underneath the chin there. Again, always almost think about giving yourself a double chin. That's the sensation of keeping that nice head and neck position. What you don't want is to stick that chin all the way forwards and put lots of strain through the neck muscles or the superficial neck muscles. Okay, so holding that nice position there, we're going to squeeze into the ring, keep that tension on, and we're going to just pulse with those hands. As I say, you can just pop the head down if it's too much for you. Good. Keep breathing throughout. And again, keep that pulsing going. Well done. Good. We're going to take the hands in and out to the side this time. Keep squeezing, don't forget about the thighs. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Relax down for a moment. And again, relax those legs off. Super. Okay, this time we're going to just leave the head and neck resting down for a moment. We're going to squeeze in for 2 and relax out for 1. So we're going to squeeze in and out. Good. In and out. Lovely. In and out. In and out. In and out. And good. Lovely. Few more. Again, remember as those knees push out to the side, control it. Don't let the ring just push you away. Good, last 2. Last 1. Good, just again, let everything relax for a moment. We're going to do one final set in a moment. Okay, well done. So this time, again, if you're happy to come up into that double tabletop position, then you can. If not, keep the feet down. We're not going to lift the head and the neck, but we are going to add in the hundreds as well. So for the only time that we ever do, we're going to bring both feet up together. We normally bring them up one at a time. Hold that position. See if you can squeeze through those knees. Much more difficult. And let's add in those pulses for me. So keep breathing, keep squeezing. Keep pulsing up and down. Good. Well done. 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down, lowering those feet. Well done. Bring out. Well done. And again, we'll just this time draw the knees up one at a time to the chest and then slightly towards your armpit on that side. You'll just feel that stretch a little bit more into those inner thigh muscles. Good. And down, and then same onto the other side. Lovely. And then down. Okay, brilliant. Right, we're going to turn over onto our sides. And we're going to start up onto the elbow. We're going to do some of those side lifts. Okay, so again, just thinking about position here. So just trying to get position right. So we're going to have shoulder directly over that elbow. You're going to have that hand resting out to an angle there. We're going to have feet right tucked back behind you so that this time your knees and your hips and your shoulder are lined up. Okay, elbow can rest onto the top, or we can add in that overhead arm movement as we go. So we're going to imagine we've got that sling around the pelvis here, and it's going to draw us up towards the ceiling. Okay, so when you're ready, breath in as we breathe out. We're going to lift up, and then we're going to come down. Good, and up, and down. Well done. And again, as I always say, these are quite intensive through the shoulders, so if you have problematic shoulders, then just do what you can and take a break, okay? Lovely. Okay, last one, we're going to see if we can hold up this time. Just hold that position for me. Good, keep holding, keep holding. Well done. You should hopefully start to really feel it in your obliques, these side abdominal muscles here. That's what we're working, and through your bottom muscles, and obviously through that shoulder as well. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Lovely. Okay, resting all the way down now. That's good. Shift up a little bit so that you'll be able to see my feet. Okay, perfect. So this time we're now going to bring those knees forwards. So bottom lined up with your feet there, knees facing forwards, and again, head nicely supported on the arm but with a cushion or your rolled up towel. Again, let's think about pulling the pelvis and that top hip down towards the feet. So that's going to create that little gap underneath the waist there. Okay, it'll make sure you keep working those abdominal muscles, just holding you into that position, plus the glutes by adding in our exercises. So we're going to take that top leg and we're going to just straighten it out there. That's lovely. And this time we're going to come up with the toes pointed and down with the heel. Up with the toes, down with the heel. Good. So again, remembering trunk, everything should stay nice and still, just looking for movement of the leg only. Super. Well done. 2 more. And then from here we're going to come forwards and backwards again. Toe pointed as you come forward, heel back as you go backwards. Toe pointed as you come forward, heel as you come back. Good. Toe on the way forward, heel on the way back. Toe and heel. Toe, heel. Good. Toe and heel. Toe and heel. 2 more. Good. And back. And then just coming back to the middle, resting down. Good. We'll just let that top leg stretch forwards for a moment. And then in the meantime, we're just going to bring that inner thigh out. If you have access to a ball, you can rest that top knee. Sometimes feels a little bit more comfortable being supported onto the ball. So now we've got that under leg free. Okay, we're going to just add in last few bits of inner thigh work. So again, in this position, if you do nothing, you're going to feel that waist collapse back down onto the mat. So I want you to try, it's much harder in this position. See if you can draw that bottom, that top hip there, down to the feet. Give yourself back that little gap underneath the waist. Okay, lovely. And we're going to lift up and we're going to just try some tiny little circles. Okay, good. And we're going to go back the other way. Breathing all the time as we go. And again, don't forget to think about those deep tummy muscles working. Lovely. 3 and 2 and 1 and slowly down. Super. Okay, so from here we'll just come up and we're going to just turn over and do the same little series onto the other side. So coming round. Perfect. So we're going to start again into that side lift. So elbow under the shoulder, feet tucked behind you. Good. Nice and strong through that top shoulder there. Okay. And when you're ready, breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to lift up and down. Good. Lovely, last one. This time, if you can, we're going to hold that position. So just hold that end position, staying there. If the arm feels awkward, you can just rest it back onto the hip if it feels better. Keep holding, keep breathing. Try not to let that head drop forward. Strong through that shoulder. Good. 3 and 2 and 1 and slowly down. Good. Okay, lying down again. This time knees draw forwards. Good. And again, that top hip pulled away for me. I'm going to take leg out and from here up with the toes, down with the heel. Up with the toes, down with the heel. Good. And down. Up and down. Lovely. Okay, and if you can without stopping, just take that straight into that forward with the toes, back with the heel. Forward with the toe. Again, keep a check. Hopefully you can see on the video there that between my hip and my shoulder isn't changing position. Okay, so they stay, that trunk position as always stays nice and controlled. It's only that leg that's moving. Two more. Last one. And back. And then to the middle and down. And again, just stretch it forward for a moment. Let those bottom muscles ease off. Again, popping the ball under that knee for a bit of support if you wish. We'll straighten that underside leg out. Pull that top hip down. And then when you're ready, lifting up and straight into those circles. Good. Lovely. Back the other way. Good. And 3 and 2 and 1 and down. Great. Okay, lovely. So from here we're going to come up over onto the hands and knees. If you have a ball handy, then you can use that for this next bit, but if not, not necessary either. Okay, so hands and knees, we're just going to get that nice starting position. So knees under the hips, hands under those shoulders. Good. We're going to do a couple of those pelvic tilts again in this position. So a little bit like the cat stretch, but not worrying so much about the upper back, just getting that pelvis tilting. Stopping somewhere that feels nicely in the middle there. Okay, nice and strong through those shoulders, so don't sink down, stay engaged. Okay, ball into one hand. We're going to go into our scissors, so breath in as we breathe out and in. Good. Breathing out and in. So we're going to just stick onto the same side for this one. Lovely. Good. Breathing out and in. Breathing out and in. Again, thinking of that imaginary tray of drinks, resting across the back there. No movement, only the arm and the leg. Keep the movement smaller if you find this a challenge still. So don't lift as high. You can just take the foot and the hand reaching out and back in. Okay, and stopping there, well done. Over to the other side, so again, ball into the hand, or if you've got a small hand weight, whatever you wish to pop into that hand, just to give it a little bit more focus, you can. And when you're ready, breath in, and as we breathe out, and in. Breathing out, and in. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and back. Well done. You can just ease into that shell position for a moment. Good. And then we're going to finish off coming down onto our fronts. We're going to do a last little bit of arm work in this position. So again, using your towel, you just want to have your forehead only resting onto it so you can still breathe. Hands down by the sides there. Lovely. Okay, so remembering in this position, if we do nothing, the body's just going to sink into the mat. So we're going to think about just tucking that tailbone under slightly, drawing that pubic bone at the front there into contact with the mat. See again, you'll have to use those deep abdominals to hold that position, okay? So try not to just sink out of it as we go. Holding there, we're going to lift those shoulder blades, we're going to tuck them back and down, so lifting the shoulders off the mat. Hands are going to start turned in towards the side of the body, and we're going to just go with those little pulses again, in and out. Keep breathing as we go. Keep those fingertips drawn down towards your toes. Well done. Okay, palms to the ceiling. We're going to push away up to the ceiling. Push, push, push. Keep that little pulse going. Nice rhythm to it.
And finally, turning down, palms to the floor. And again, feel it into the triceps this time. Keep pulsing away. Good. Keep going, keep going. 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly down. Well done. And then just stretch those hands forwards. And again, just let everything relax for a moment. So again, don't try and keep any particular position here. Just this time, sink down. Let everything ease off for a moment. It's quite a nice position just to stretch into once in a while. And then while we're there, we're going to just reach down, just taking one heel towards the bottom, and just give that front thigh muscle, that quadricep there, those hip flexors, nice stretch. And down and swapping to the other side. Good. And down, well done. And then slowly, again, back onto the hands and knees, and you might just like to finish off again into that shell position just to unravel yourself. And then coming slowly up.
Lovely. So let's finish off with some of those nice stretches. So again, at this point, remembering we're not trying to think about those deep tummy muscles, those core muscles, we're just trying to focus on movement here and just letting the body fall into positions that feel comfortable, feel like they're moving those joints, getting some stretch on the tissues, but we're not looking for end range stretch, we're just looking for what feels nice and comfortable for you. Lovely. So let's start over onto the back, heads onto your cushions. We'll do a slightly different order today. So we'll just start off by drawing those hands up behind us and just let those knees drop to the side into that butterfly stretch. And again, it takes a few moments just to let everything calm down, breathing to regulate. Deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth. Trying to clear the mind. So use the breathing as your focus. And in the meantime, just let the body open up into these nice positions. Good. Well done. Just draw those knees gently up together. Okay. Into the glute stretch. So we'll pop ankle onto the opposite knee. Draw everything up to us, towards you. Good. And down. And
And then same onto the other side. Okay, keep breathing. And just enjoy that feeling of stretch. Good, and down. If you've got your magic circle or a band, then you can just pop it around onto the ball of that foot. Use it to help you draw that leg nice and tall. Trying to keep that knee straight if you can. For some that won't be possible, but you're looking to feel that stretch and that movement up the back through the leg there. If you wish, you can take the other leg, point those toes, stretch it away, so you'll also get that nice feeling of stretch through the front of the thigh there. Good. Well done. Draw the knee and swapping feet. Good. And down again with the other leg. And back. Lovely. We're going to come over and we're just going to come up into that long sitting position, so feet out in front. We'll put right leg over the left leg, and then we'll take that left elbow and just draw it in to the knee and just allow it to just guide you round, getting a nice movement through that upper back and the lower back there. Again, just as feels right for you. Good. And then same on the other side. Good. We're going to do that one more time. So again, right over left, left draws in. Such a nice one to do, and again, quite an easy one. So, you know, again, for those of you that perhaps are only doing the class once a week, pick a couple of your favourite movements and just try and do them on a more regular basis. Good. Lovely. Okay, we're going to spin round towards the front again. If you need to sit on a cushion or a pillow, then please do. If you're not comfortable cross-legged, you can have your feet out in front or one leg, whichever works for you. We're going to link the hands, push them away, drop the head, stretch through the back of the shoulders there. We're going to lift that stretch up to the ceiling. And then we're going to open down, round behind us, clasping the hands, and again through the front of the chest there. Good.
Super. And then from there, we'll come over onto those hands and knees, and we're going to just roll up slowly. So again, that nice position, letting that spine uncurl as we go all the way to the top. Facing the front for me, we're going to just let ear drop down on one side, and then back to the middle. Ear drops down on the other side, heavy through those arms, and back, head to the middle, rolling those shoulders for a final 5, 3, and 2, and 1. Wonderful, everyone. Super, so let's just finish off with those nice arm raises with those deep breaths in, so as we breathe in this time all the way to the top. And then breathing out all the way down. Good. And again. And down. And that last one. And down. And finishing there. Excellent. Okay, well, have a lovely remainder of the week, and I shall be in touch very shortly. Bye.